What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. Whew. I'm recovering. I didn't stream the last 2 days because I was recovering from a stomach flu. I still have a bit of a headache, still have some illness in me, and I'm feeling a bit tired, but I've recovered a little bit. Hopefully I'll be able to stream today. And welcome back. Starting off the year strong with with being sick. Nothing happened in the last 2 days personally. I tried working, but I couldn't. I was way too not feeling good, and I couldn't get much work done. But hopefully today I can do something a little bit more interesting. I hope the music is alright. Let me just check the audios. I think it should be fine. How is the audio compared to my thing? You see, I'm liking the new setup because now you see the backboard there. Everything's looking sleeker. I don't know if it's my good side or not, but we'll find out soon enough. Okay, let's get started. So today, before I take off the starting soon, I got this in the package. It's the BOOX Air5 C. And I'm going to be unboxing it. I got it in the mail because I'm going to be taking a lot of notes. So I'll do an unboxing and kind of give you my live reaction to if I like it or not. I wonder if the audio is still a bit too loud. I'm gonna... Oh. Yeah, okay. Perfect. Alright, today's gonna be a short stream because... Here, let me take the starting scene. Okay. So today will be a short stream just because I'm not feeling 100%. Oh, where's my coffee? Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna get my coffee. I'll be right back. 1 sec. Alright. Sorry about that. I'm back. Okay. Like I said, I'm not feeling 100%. I think as I get older, every time I get sick, it hits harder. It's just the reality of life. It feels like a hangover. But I think it was just a stomach flu. My stomach was cramping. I had a headache. I had a slight fever. And then, you know, I had like massive diarrhea the last day. And today, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. But who knows? I'm trying to stay healthy this year. I've been to the gym already. I didn't go the last 2 days because of the sickness. I'm just trying to recover a bit. Hopefully I can get back to 100%. But anyway, just to get started with this stream. So one of the things that's going on is I'm still a student. I'm a PhD student and I take classes sometimes. And I like to write things physically and take notes physically. But sometimes I'm kind of disorganized with it. I have like multiple notebooks, multiple things that unless I know where that notebook is or I decide to look in that particular notebook, I never look back at that. So I decided to buy this just to see if it'll help me organize myself. So I'm gonna do like a live unboxing today. And I'll give you my thoughts as I use it throughout you know what I'm saying. Well, anyway, okay, so let's do a live unboxing right now. Mimi's in the back taking a nap. Yo, what's up, Josh? Welcome to the stream. Did you catch what I was saying? I was sick the last 2 days. Happy New Year's, by the way. I think you decided to join on a good stream because I'm actually doing something fun. I'm unboxing this thing right now. Josh, you're not my only live viewer nowadays. I had someone else join my stream. You see, I'm growing one drop at a time. How is the US, by the way? Shit is going kind of crazy right now. It's kind of fucked up. Okay, anyway. I see that there's some lag in the chat. I'll give you a little heart. I was literally about to pull the trigger and buying a tablet license. Shit, no way. What kind of tablet? Like an actual tablet or like a notebook tablet? Cause I didn't want to spend like $2,000 on like an iPad, and I kind of just wanted to have something just for taking notes. Oh shit, okay, so this is a perfect video for you. There you go. Well, you know, so this is like the color version of the book series. It's a little, because they had the what is it, the BOOX, I forgot what it was called, but they had like one, the 10.3, which was like the last version, which was not colored, and I figured, hey, I liked your Samsung Flip thing, and I kind of want to be able to read manga and stuff, so give me the full LTT review. I don't really watch Linus, so we'll see. Okay. So what I'll do... Alright, let me open this up. By the way, I'm not streaming too long today. I'm going to go to class after this. Alright. So let me show you the unboxing. So first impression, it looks nice. Pretty good. I'm gonna take the sleeve off. Here we go. Alright. So my current setup, actually, because I do a lot of grading and stuff for classes, I have this XP pen pad over here, which lets me draw on my desktop computer on the right side there. So if I pull up a, let's see, if I pull up one of these things here, it lets me draw on it. Let me zoom in real quick. So you could see here, I can draw on the pad there. If you see, if I show you my screen, this is usually how I grade papers and stuff like that. And I really like this system so much, but it's not portable. So now this semester I'm taking classes myself, so I decided to get myself a pad version kind of thing. It's not XP pen, it's the BOOX. So let's see this. Okay, so let's go back to the unboxing. All right. Josh, why do you need one of these? Aren't you, you're not taking classes, are you? Alright, let's open up this box here. You got a good view? Okay. There we go. Looks pretty good. It feels good in the hand. Okay, I'll put that on the side for now. Let's open this stuff up. Okay, let's see what it comes with. That's everything, right? Nothing else in the box. I have to do meetings and stuff. I like to switch it up between typing and writing. Fair enough. Fair enough. Right now, I just use like a little logbook. I don't have it with me, but it's literally just a book and a pen. And I usually never open that up. Like, I write it down. I write the stuff, my notes and stuff, but I usually forget what page I wrote everything on and stuff. So I decided, fuck it, let's go digital. Okay, interesting. Oh yeah, Josh, do you think you're trying to disconnect more? Go for more analog versions of things? Alright, so this is just the warranty. Okay, let's put that over there. It comes with USB-C. My fear is that I'm gonna need to charge this and the stream is gonna be really short, by the way. Okay, let's see. Okay, USB-C. Interestingly enough, it comes with a SIM card poker. I don't think you can add a SIM card to it, but we'll see. Maybe it's for the SD card. Who knows? Okay. How's my audio, by the way? Is it okay? Can you hear me well? Is the music loud enough? Or too loud? We'll see. Alright, here's the stylus. What is that? Is that what they do? Josh, I feel like we think alike a lot. What are the odds that you were looking at this pad as well? It's pretty interesting. Okay, you don't hear music? Let me add a little bit of music. That's interesting that you don't hear the music, because I hear it. Okay, here we go. Do you hear the music now? Josh, you make me smile. You and the Aaron should try to convince Aaron to stream, but you should stream as well. Let's play some video games. Did you see my Pipistrello streams? Alright, anyway. Anyway. Okay, so the pen came with this like little marker tip there. I guess it's just a cap. I'm sure I'm gonna lose this. And there's this little... Okay. I see a problem already. It's kind of loose. It's like very loose. You see? There's like a little magnet, but I feel like it comes off too easily. Like, it doesn't take a lot of force. Alright? And this cap for the pen, I'm for sure gonna lose that. I'm being kind of critical, but... Okay. Let's... Okay, so... Oh, what? Okay, I have one complaint already. It doesn't come with the cover. I thought it was supposed to come with a cover. Okay. Complaint. I have a big complaint. It doesn't come with a cover. It's supposed to come with the cover. That's what it said on the website. But I bought it from a Canadian reseller. But I'm assuming it's the same box. Okay, so just note that if you buy this from that Canadian reseller, it doesn't come with a cover, which is very disappointing, because I'm just gonna throw this. Yeah, right? It's supposed to come with a cover. But anyway. Okay, so just note, if you buy it here in Canada, or I don't know if it's the same in the US, it just doesn't come with it. Which is a little bit disappointing, because I'm gonna throw this into my book bag, and for sure the pen is gonna come off. Okay. So this is the raw pad. Looks pretty nice. It feels pretty good in the hand. Alright. I'm wondering if I need to charge it, or if I could just turn it on. Okay. So let's see here. All right. All right, let's try this out. I'm gonna turn it on. Okay. It's turning on. Josh, do you have any New Year's resolutions? Oh, fuck. Alright, you see? The cap already came off too easily. I just slid my hand and I'm like, fuck. This cap fell off. I knew that was gonna be a problem. Alright. Alright. This needs to be tighter. Like, you see it wiggles. But the cap comes with extra nipples. Extra tips. Like that. Alright. Okay, I guess if you twist it a little, it's not gonna come off so easily. We'll see how that goes. And just to compare it with my XP pen, it's like the same length, which is nice. This comes with a little rubber pad, which is nice. The difference here is that the XP pen comes with 2 buttons. This one doesn't have any buttons on it. And with the XP pen, I liked the fact that I could switch between eraser and pen with just a click of a button. Or if I need to do a right click, I could just click this button. So just note that you're not gonna have any of that functionality with this pen over here. Alright? Alright, let's do some settings. So you see with this rubber cap, now that I take it off, where do I put it? I just throw it on the side? Like, I'm gonna lose that 100%. So I'll leave it here. Okay. Let's set it up. Next. Hello. Let's switch it to Canada. Can I use my hand? Okay. Alright. Canada. Toronto time. Yeah, I'm gonna try the XP pen after. I just don't know how I would sync this with the pad to use the buttons. I'm not sure you're able to just sync it. Can you? We'll see. I'll try it out after. Okay, set the time automatically. Yes. Auto power off. Maybe after a day it should auto power off to the next setting. Okay. So there's gesture recognition, or I could use a navigation bar. I think let's try the gesture recognition first. Okay, come swipe up. Let's go back home. E-ink wise. You know, I feel like I'm not going to remember the gestures, so I'm just going to use a navigation bar. Yeah, we'll keep it at that. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'll turn that on. I'll turn that on. So far it's pretty responsive. It's pretty fast. I like it. Okay, so we're here on the main menu. I don't know if you can see it. Alright. Let me see if I can. Okay. Yeah, actually the music is a bit distracting. Okay. So it takes me directly to the home page, which is pretty cool. And there we go. We're there. So I just want to figure out how things are organized on this thing. Okay. So you could set up different settings. If I do that, it should increase the brightness. Okay, you see? So this is when the brightness is off, the front light. And this is the brightness with the brightness on. So with the brightness off, it looks okay on the camera, but in person, it's a bit hard to read. So I feel like you kind of always want to have the brightness on. And even with the brightness low, I mean, even with the brightness on, it's still kind of dark. So if you can't tell, I'm probably gonna always have the brightness on. Okay. It's been automatically switched to max comfortable brightness, and if it's adjusted higher, it may cause power consumption and eye fatigue. Alright. There's no way this is gonna cause eye fatigue. It's not that bright at all. Okay. Okay, so my first impression is there's a lot of things, a lot of settings, but they don't give you any tutorial. Okay. Okay, so maybe I'll tinker around a bit. So, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my apps, to my notes. Okay, log into your Onyx account before viewing notes. Okay, so I need an Onyx account. Alright, alright. So I'm assuming Onyx is their note management application. Okay, so if I want to go home, it's that button there. There's library, which I assume are my books. Oh. Okay. Tools. Let's see what tools they have. Recorder, calculator, nav ball, clock. Can you add tools? Okay. Okay, so I'll create a new. Okay, thank you for using Onyx input method. Okay. So let's call it test notebook. And I'm just gonna keep it blank. You want to connect to Wi-Fi? Yes. Connect to network. Oh. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna put in my password. Alright. So now I'm connected to the internet. Okay. You see, I feel like my criticism here is there was not enough of a setup mode where it didn't take me to like connect to any networks or anything, or should I set up any settings before, and I kind of have to figure out what settings I need to configure before I start using it. So if I go to the home page, there's these buttons here, and you see I don't know what that, like there's a save button, but what the hell does that mean? Oh, okay. It kind of just shows you the information. It just kind of shows you the information of your documents. I don't know what that has to do with saving. You see? Look, if you look here, the logo right there is a save button, right? I'm not tripping, right? That's a floppy disk. What does a floppy disk have to do with? Anyway. Okay. Okay. This is the store. Okay, so they have a bookstore here. Looks pretty good. The thing I want to test during this stream is uploading like course content so that I can annotate the course and stuff like that. And I think the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sign into the Play Store and download Google Chrome. Okay. Merge app optimization settings into the themes for quick management. Okay, you see? So why I just clicked on the App Store and now it's bringing me to a setup guide of the settings for the BOOX. And I'm not sure why they didn't do that earlier and why is it doing it after I click the App Store. Okay, but anyway, let me set that up. Okay, recommended. Okay, now it's telling me how to use it. Okay, so like I said earlier, I was complaining about there's not a setup process, but the setup process happens when you start clicking on different apps, even though this setup has nothing to do with this app in general. So like I clicked on the notebook app and it made me set up my Wi-Fi. I don't know why that makes sense. Why didn't it ask me to do the Wi-Fi earlier? But anyway, okay. Refresh mode. Okay, fastest mode. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna set up my Google account. Oh, before I even do that, let me just test the pen. Okay. Alright, bye Josh. Thanks for joining. I'll let you know my thoughts after. We can talk later. Thanks for joining. Okay. So, let's see. My thoughts so far. Okay, I'm getting disorganized. So the pen attaches to the side here. It's and the volume reduced. Oh, okay. So there's these buttons at the top here, which control the volume. And when I put the pen down, it's resting on the bottom button, which is making the volume go down. So when you put the pen on, you gotta make sure it doesn't hit those buttons. Okay, not a big deal. Okay. Okay. Let me sign in real quick. Okay. You see, I'm gonna have to get used to the pen. Man, I wish it came with the case. It was supposed to come with the case. That kind of bugs me. That kind of bugs me a little bit. Okay. Right now I'm just signing into my it's making me do a verification test. I will say the images are a bit hard to see. I wonder if I can change the settings. Okay, cars. I guess I failed that last. So you see, they're making me do like a verification thing, but you can see the images are not very high resolution. So it's kind of hard to see what's a car and what's not. Like, I'm pretty sure that's a car, but I don't really know. So let's find out. Verify. Okay, it worked. What? You see, like, I failed the verification. Oh, oops. Okay. It's because I put in the wrong email. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to sign in to my credentials. Okay, there we go. Okay. I just want to check my audio real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay, that's good. So the audio is quite low, which is okay. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, so I can sign into the Play Store. Get started. Not now. Wait, what? Okay. So in terms of response, it's all right. It's like an ebook reader, you know. It's not like the it's not like the fastest thing ever, but I don't intend on using this like an iPad, which is good. And I want to test out the functionality. But first things first, I want to install Google Chrome. Chrome. I'm genuinely disappointed that I thought it was gonna come with the sleeve. Like every review I watched from this led me to believe it was gonna be a screen involved, a cover involved. So I guess I just need to buy a screen protector. Okay, let's install that. And probably Adobe, right? Okay, let's go back home. I know I'm being very critical right now. I'm just letting you know, like, my first impressions. So my first impressions, I still think this is really cool, by the way. But I'm just like pointing out every flaw that I see. And so far, it's okay. Like I'm in a pretty dark room, so maybe it's not even a real problem. The brightness. Let's see. Let's do the recommended. Okay, I also want to see if there's any updates that I need to do. I don't know what Onyx is. Okay, I don't need to turn Bluetooth on anymore. Turn it off. You see, like, why didn't it ask me to set up my security and stuff like that? Or why didn't it ask me to do any updates? And I wonder, can I hold it like this? Will it auto orient? Or do I have to set that up? Okay. And what does this do? You see, I'm not even sure what this is. There's like this little stylus thing. What is the AI? AI assistant. Okay, let's close that for now. Oh, I could take screenshots. That's cool. Okay, I like this little thing. I'll keep it. Version. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is, oh, there we go, system update. Download. I didn't check out where the SD card reader is. So I'm assuming this little slot on the side is where you put the SD card in. You see that little nub right there? So I wonder if I push that out. And I think you could put a micro SD card in there. I kind of don't like that you have to use this to install an SD card. Like, I should just be able to, you know, like on a Raspberry Pi, click it in. Because when I think of that, I think of a SIM card. Okay, anyway, it's updating for the moment. It feels good to write, by the way. I haven't fully written, but right now I'm just setting everything up. Okay, so if I swipe down, there's a control center. Cool, cool. You see, like, it didn't tell me that there was a control center or notification. Okay. Okay. Honestly, there's a lot of cool features on this thing. to update the system. In the meantime, can I charge this? Okay, so if I look online, it costs like 70 bucks if I want to get a magnetic case. Can I get it from Amazon? So I do notice the battery is draining quite fast. It started off at 85. But it might also be because I'm doing all the downloading and stuff like that. So maybe I need to chill out and just set everything up and then do testing on the all right. I'm just trying to find like a nice sleeve for this. Damn, that takes forever to arrive. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm just looking up different sleeves that I could potentially purchase for this thing. This one arrives pretty fast. $40 versus the $70 one. I wonder if people like it. The only thing is the placement for the placement of the pen doesn't change. This one arrives pretty soon. Oh, it looks like it just reset. I wonder if it'll turn on or I have to turn it on. No, it auto turns on. You see, it looks much better on the camera than it does when I look at it. Probably because I'm not looking at it directly. Does not have any reviews. Where does the pen go? Oh, this one comes with a pen thing. Honestly, it looks pretty good. I'm gonna charge it a bit. I wonder if it's okay if I charge it while using it. Okay. Let's go back to some of the settings. Okay, we're up to date with the firmware. Okay, storage. Okay, I'm gonna set up. So you can set up fingerprints security if you set up the lock password. Okay, fingerprint. Okay, I'm gonna add a fingerprint. Not sure where the fingerprint sensor is. So I'm setting up the fingerprint. Probably set it up like this, right? So if I lock the screen, okay, it worked. Nice. Okay, that's good. Apps and notifications. What is an Onyx account? Okay. Alright, I feel like I've been lollygagging a little bit. I want to test some stuff. Okay, so this is my notebook. Hold on, let me take the charger off. Wow. This feels really good to write. And then if I want to erase, you can enable. Now you can enable, disable, show eraser trace. No, okay. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Hello. This is pretty damn good. I wish it had an eraser, but forget it. Right. I wonder if I can use... I can use this as an eraser. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. I just think if I spent so much money on this, it should come with a case. You know what I'm saying? I will say the erasing is the least interesting part here. The erasing is not so... doesn't feel so good. But the writing feels phenomenal. Okay. I think I prefer to do like a lasso erase. And if I go to the notebook, what does it look like? Can I preview? No. How do I bring back the toolbar? Shit, man. Okay, it's not as intuitive as you would think. How do I bring back the fucking toolbox? Okay, there we go. I see. See, I feel like things are not very well just like they show you a bunch of logos, but you have no idea what they are until you click them. No tags, tag management. Okay. I'm gonna create a new folder. Okay. I'm gonna call it comp 579. Let's call it reinforcement learning. Like, what happens if I want to... Let's create a new notebook. Let's call it lecture 2. So I will say there's like a lot of getting used to. Like I wonder, can I import things? Or is this like purely notes? Oh, insert? Okay, I'm gonna go home. I just wonder what the fuck. What other tools do they have? Let's come back here. Let's bring Acrobat to the front. Front and center there. I guess files? Okay. I'm gonna see. I'm just trying to figure out how I should organize myself a little bit. So, okay, let's go to Google Chrome. Sure. No thanks. Let's go to like my courses. Take this off camera. Okay. Okay, let's see. So if I go to this class, okay. So if I go home, okay. Then I can save it. Okay, I'm starting to get a hang of this. It's a bit like convoluted, just to kind of figure out what I should do, how I should organize things. All right. You can download docs from cloud storage to your BOOX to sync doc reading data. Please select the function. So there's kind of a steep learning curve when trying to learn how to use this thing. Um, it's not so intuitive. Huh. Okay. This is a bit interesting. Okay. Um it's interesting. It's just not the most intuitive thing to I think I said this before already, but Okay, I think I got the gist of it. Honestly, it's gonna take a little bit of setting up to do. That I kind of need to figure out how I'm gonna do. What I'm thinking is I'm gonna download whatever file. I wonder if I go to storage, go to download, like what if I want to create a folder? Okay. So this is basically just folders. What I'll probably do is I'll make a course folder. I'll make another course folder. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I was just kind of trying to figure out how I was gonna do order of operations on this device because it's a bit tricky to navigate. A lot of it is, so one of my main criticisms for this device is that there's no like real tutorial, which is fine, but you have a lot of icons that I have no idea what the icons do. So like if I go to library, for example, I click on the library, like there's a bunch of these icons that I'm not even sure what they are. So this is bookshelf, and only once you click on it you figure out what it is. The folders, starred. I don't know what the difference between star and bookshelf is, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. Let's go back. The gestures don't always work. You know what I'm saying? So there's a bit of a steep learning curve that I guess you just need to take time and figure out. You know what I need? I need to download Bitwarden. Okay. Alright, I think I kind of got the gist of it. The learning curve was kind of figuring out how to set up library and your notes and stuff like that. I think that's the main thing I'll be using this for anyway. I wonder how I can transfer things, but we'll figure that out when time comes. Alright, so I think what the main approach to doing it is, you create in your storage, you create whatever folder you want. So I'm gonna probably make a courses folder, and for whatever course I'm going to just download the PDF file. I'm gonna make a folder for each class. So let's say let's do comp. What is the name of the class again? Comp 579. Call it for Smith learning. Okay. That. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to my library. Like there. And I'm gonna do setting. I'm gonna add courses, add it. Okay, so now courses is here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this okay, I'm gonna move it, cut it. Let's go back. Courses, reinforcement learning, paste it here. That way I have the lecture here. I can follow along, I can write notes, and then when I want to take notes, I just come here and I'll just scribble it down here. I'll just link it and then I'll scribble it here and write down whatever notes I need to. I think that's the order of operations for taking notes. I think that's good. I haven't downloaded any textbooks yet. I'll probably download the textbook here. Let's do that. So in the syllabus, they gave us this textbook here. download the page. I think it was stored into downloads. Cut. Back to courses. Paste it there. Okay. Okay. Cool. So I think I get a good grasp. I'm gonna give you my last thoughts on this as I finish up. I haven't done any reading on it. This is just my first impression. So what I'll do is I'll do that. Yeah, that magnet is not strong. My thing is for sure gonna fall. I might have to bite the bullet and just buy. Okay. Yeah, that is not a good magnet. Okay. All right. Back to me. All right. So I got like a good glance and test of this. So I'll give you like my first impressions of the book so far. So right off the bat, I think the first thing was it didn't come with the case. And I feel like that was a bit misleading because I thought it would come with the case. Like not the keyboard case, but the slim case that is kind of advertised with. But I guess it's an add-on that you needed to add on if you wanted it. And I didn't see the option to do so, or I thought it was going to be part of it, you know? So that I'm a little slightly disappointed about. I thought it was the keyboard that was not included. And I thought the slim case was going to come with it because right off the bat, the magnet's very weak. So this pen's definitely going to fall off if I just put it in my book bag. And I'm going to put it in my book bag, you know? It's just like a quick notebook for me to write on. The pen is cool. I mean, the pen's alright. It's just, there's no buttons. I wish there was a button so that I could switch between eraser and writing mode. Like I said, this is a bit loose, but if you twist it, I think that's what you're meant to do. You're supposed to twist it. I'm gonna lose this little nub covering thing. I'm not sure if you're supposed to keep it or not, but I'm definitely gonna lose it. And the magnet's weak, so if I put it too far up, it's hitting this button, and if it holds it down, it's going to end up changing the pages on a book I'm reading, or it's going to lower the volume, stuff like that. The design is nice. I like it. It looks good. I think it's fine. I think maybe the screen is just a bit too not bright enough. Let me write password there. So I think majority of the time I am going to raise the light up like that, especially in like dark rooms. I need to test this out a bit. Like maybe I don't need it to have it at 100%, but definitely the lowest setting is a bit too dark in my opinion. So we'll see what we can do about that. When I first set up the device, there was no instructions or setup. It's just you turn it on. It lets you set up maybe just the name and the keyboard that you're using, but it should ask you to connect to Wi-Fi off the bat. It should ask you to update your device. It should give you a little bit of a tutorial on how the screen works. And it was mostly like when I was trying to figure things out, it's mostly trial and error on like how to configure this thing, and like trying to figure out what these icons are. So for example, this icon down here, the floppy disk. Oh shit, let me move down here. I don't know if you can see it. This little icon here, the floppy disk. That floppy disk in like most contexts means to save, right? But in this case, it just means your storage. You know? Oops. I clicked the wrong button. It just means your storage. You know, your file system. So it doesn't mean to save. So there's a lot of different icons that I have no idea what they are, so I just need to click on them to figure it out. But if it's like an icon that hides the dock, and I don't know how to unhide the dock, you know, so there's a little bit of a steep learning curve that you need to familiarize yourself with this device before you actually use it. Hello, Mimi. which makes it a bit difficult for ease of use. Maybe I'm just gonna let you go down here for a sec. Other than that, I think the device is pretty good. The writing feels amazing. It really does feel like you're writing on paper. I like that a lot. I haven't done any reading yet, so I'm going to try to figure out the reading stuff and give you an update on my thoughts on the reading. The apps so far are pretty good integration. I just downloaded Google to download like my PDFs and stuff like that. The library app is a bit like you kind of have to figure out how to use the library app, which is you see the pen falls so easily. So I'm definitely gonna need to buy a case, which I wasn't expecting I had to buy a case for this, which kind of makes me a bit sad. So the library is also kind of just your storage, similar to your storage, but it just shows you the files. It lets you sync with your cloud services like Google Drive, for example. It's good. It's just also a little bit unintuitive to like organize yourself, so you gotta kind of figure out how you're gonna do that, and you kind of want to make sure you have a proper workflow, and I'm not gonna fault them for that. That's just kind of what you want to figure out on your own. Okay, other than that, because I'm using mostly this tablet for taking notes for classes or just taking notes in general, I think I'm not going to use much of the other functionality. Like, I'm not going to use it as a music player. I'm not going to use it as a camera or anything like that. So I think I just need some time to play around with it to see how I like it, if I'm actually using it or not, and whether it's worth the price, if I'm going to use it legitimately or not. I haven't tested any other notes apps. You see, that's what I'm saying, is like, I don't know half the functionalities. Oh, you see, like, I just figured out that you can add widgets and stuff, which is pretty cool. You see, I like the widget stuff. Okay, so I just need to play around with it. Like I said, there's no real good tutorial. Like, maybe I need to actually read the manual, but I shouldn't really have to read the manual, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It's not like an iPad where it's smooth motion and stuff like that. It's like an e-reader, so definitely it's not as responsive as like an iPad per se, but that's not what I was that's what I was expecting from this, so I'm not gonna fault it on that. What is that? That's my note. That's my library. Yeah, so that's my first impression. I think the major, like I said, no case and this pen situation and the low light, I think those are the major setbacks. I'm gonna do some reading and get back to you on the rest of this. Cool. Alright, well, I think that was good enough for my first impression. It was a bit of a boring stream because you just saw me setting things up and trying to figure out different widgets. What I anticipate is I'm definitely still gonna have some figuring out to do with like document functionalities, for example. like trying to do things with. Like I remember someone had said there's an infinite page mode. Which I don't know how to do. Let me see. Oh, nice. From local file, quick notes. What are quick notes? I don't know what a quick note is. Handwritten notes. Other custom. Like, is there a way to change? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, there's definitely, okay, so like I said, there's definitely a big steep learning curve for this that I anticipate that we're gonna have to take some time to really test it out and see what I get frustrated with. I can see that I'm not gonna be using this as like a computer, right? So I don't expect too much out of it in terms of processing power and stuff like that, so we will see. Maybe I'm gonna have issues with like multitasking where I want to take notes on something, or maybe, and then switching between PDF and my PowerPoint. So we'll try to figure that out. Amy, I'm gonna ask you to go. Mimi. Oh, Mimi. Go down. Okay. So that's my first impression. Overall, I think it's still very cool. So we'll try to test it out and I'll get back to you. So I think I'm gonna end the stream there. I don't think I have much else to add, and I'm gonna need to go soon. Okay, so I'll end the stream there. I'm just gonna rename the stream from, let's see, what should I name the stream? I'm gonna name it Mimi. Okay, Mimi. I can't see. Okay. Setup and first impression. That's what I'll name it. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna end it there. Thanks for watching. It might have been a bit boring because it's like in this live format, but you got to see my reaction in real time on like setting this up. I'll say maybe setting it up is the most annoying part of this, and then the actual functionality of it is fun. But I'm gonna try to go look for a case for this and report back. Anyway, thank you for watching. I think I'm gonna end it there, and have a good day. Bye. Peace.